everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw is Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got the completion to Strong. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down carry now for Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Second down and 4. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run for it here. This is Cross, the fullback. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Watson now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 64 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and pound it in with Prosch, the fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Got to be careful here, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively. And in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Carry now for Lamar Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. Shreds the tackle. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
1st and goal, defense. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on second is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding way.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Fresh set of downs here. From midfield here, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll take it at the 42. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, Dalton. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw here, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Watson on third down. And he's got Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's brought down. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson is going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. So Dalton now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Dalton throwing on second down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He finds his target, Fuller. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down throw. Watson gets it to Strong. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Watson, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
This is Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Texans coming up on 1st and goal. Remember, last year they struggled to rush the ball in the end zone. Only 8 touchdowns on the ground, 2nd fewest in the league. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go!
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Big spot. Andy Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Dalton wants to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
First throw in OT for Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Watson now to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner.
Let's go! Let's go, let's go! Touchdown! Woo! Touchdown, baby! That's what I'm talking about.